The Ascrono MacBook Docking Station is an elegant way to stow your MacBook in a desktop setting. But does the careful design that truly makes this feel like part of the Apple family also translate to function? Before we get into that, thank you to Ascrono for sending over a review unit for today's video and giving me free license to offer my full, unedited thoughts on the device. The standout feature of this dock is the ability to slide your MacBook right in and connect instantly to all your external devices. Ascrono actually ships slight variations of the dock depending on the dimensions of your MacBook, and will go all the way back to MacBook Airs or Pros from 2016, right the way to present computers. Unfortunately, you can only get the dock in space grey at the moment, so if you've got a silver or a space black MacBook, it's not going to pair up exactly. But I do actually quite enjoy the contrast with my silver MacBook. In any case, its sleek design with rounded edges and a high quality alloy material makes it feel right at home on any Apple user's desk. I was surprised to see a dock with such a small footprint on my desk not really move too much as I was actually sliding in the MacBook. I did have a bit of trepidation about scratching up my MacBook, but happy to say there was no reason to worry there. The only thing I did notice at first was that it left a bit of oily residue on my MacBook the first few times that I used it. It didn't leave any lasting mark on my laptop, and it's actually cleared itself up after a few days of use, so it must just be one of those teething issues. When docked, you'll have access to 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports on the back of the station, as well as a MagSafe charging port, which is capable of 140 watt charging. This is great for 2 reasons. One, it's always nice to be able to use the charger that came with your MacBook, and 2, because MagSafe is so easy to remove, if you ever do want to leave the house in a rush, at least you're not going to be wrestling with your dock to get a hold of your charger. Ascrono also sell USB-C hubs like this one they sent me, which has 3 USB-A ports, an HDMI and another USB-C port available. Combined with the SD card reader and USB-C on the other side of the MacBook that now become front-facing I/O, I almost feel like I'm sat down using a studio display when it's actually just my laptop connected to an external monitor. Now personally, I still absolutely love my Mac Mini, and I've got a dedicated desktop setup which is built to get the most out of that device. But I swapped it out for 2 weeks while I was testing this docking station, and I was really surprised at how seamless the laptop felt. Although my monitor definitely isn't up to the specs of the laptop itself, sometimes you do just want a little bit more space, whether you're working on moving files around, using a big spreadsheet, or maybe even getting an early edit down of a Final Cut timeline. But it's the real joy of being able to connect all my different peripherals to the MacBook that makes it really worth it for me. I'm a sucker for a mechanical keyboard, and I've been using the Newfie Air 75 V2. Being able to use that in a wired mode with my laptop means absolutely low latency, and hooking up a Stream Deck for improved productivity is something that I love to do too. There is something really cool about being able to slide your MacBook out of this setup, take it with you anywhere around the house or off on the train, and just continue with the same piece of work without having to worry about transferring files. Check out the link in the description to learn more about Ascrono, but thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in this one, hopefully.